living in Mankato, Mankato Township, Lime Township, and the city of Skyline. I want your help in, as Jerry said, defeating Kathy Breinert. I am a native Mankatoan. I'm a graduate of West High School, not this one, but the other one across town. I'm an alum of Bethany Lutheran College and an alum of Minnesota State University, Mankato. And I am, hey, they're there. I am a 100% pro-life, constitutional, conservative Republican. I believe in the principles of fiscal responsibility, in constitutionally limited government, and in personal responsibility, principles that our party has long defended because we know that those are key to our freedom and success. And ladies and gentlemen, I propose to you that our government is out of control. I think we're all here for one purpose tonight, one singular purpose, and that is we want good government. And I think as I read, and I don't know if anybody else here is a fan of Thomas Jefferson and his writings, I read from Thomas Jefferson 3 things about government that describe a good government. And that is that it leaves men free to regulate their own pursuits in industry and improvement. It shall not take from the mouth of labor the bread it has earned, and a good government is finally wise and frugal. If we look at those things, a government that leaves men free to regulate their own pursuits, we've lost track of that in our state, and we see evidence of that. Look at health insurance. The state has taken away your freedom to choose what is right for you, for your family, by overregulation of health insurance, to limit it, to get rid of competition, and hurting you and your family. It shall not take from the mouth of labor the bread it has earned. In Mankato, here in Minnesota, we enjoy the 6th highest tax rate in the nation. And we see the effect of that not only on our individual selves, but on businesses. You know, it's not an uncommon thing for government to try to reduce certain activity by putting a high tax on it. So we can't be surprised here in Minnesota when we tax businesses on their income to see those businesses move out of state and take their jobs with them. And finally, a wise and frugal government, Thomas Jefferson says. Our government here in Minnesota has outgrown by over 3.5 times the rate of the state itself. We've seen 60% growth in the spending of our government in the last 10 years. And we now are facing between 5 and 6, and some experts say even higher, billion-dollar budget deficit in our state in the next biennium budget. And I propose to you, ladies and gentlemen, that this growth of government is unsustainable. And this threatens our future. And I stand before you tonight with a sense of urgency to ask you to take action about this. This that we are facing, this growth of government, challenges the plans that we have for ourselves to grow old in this state, plans for our children. And I ask you to take action here in Mankato. The change, the good, substantive change that will bring about a limited government is not going to start with our president. It will not start with our congressman or governor. It's going to start in Mankato, and it's going to start with you and taking action, taking back school councils, growing this body of people, our Republican Party, with new and exciting people that can bring their momentum into it, and electing the right people into the lower levels of government and working their way on up. And I ask your support in this, that you will support me in my bid for the Minnesota House of Representatives. Now, we've seen this message all across the state in Tea Parties. We have told our representatives that this idea of more taxing and more spending is not the solution. We've heard the same kind of message brought to town halls and by our our representatives across the state. The people come, and what do we say? We see that more and more intrusion into everyday lives of the citizens is not acceptable. But time and again, our elected officials have not paid attention, have they? So I am asking you tonight, support me. I want to, as your next representative, take this message to St. Paul for you personally. Thank you.